سبيل الدموع سبيل
When I used to hear take massive actions, I always used to get overwhelmed and stuck, and I was like, "Huh," freeze, going back inside myself. I was like, how can I take massive actions? And probably when I started taking massive actions, I was like, no, I cannot take massive actions. Massive action is not for puzzle. That's not for me. And I was like, okay, you know why? Because when I do a 2 hour session, I get drained out. If I record for 2 hours, I get drained out. If I talk for 2 hours, I get drained out. If I do a coaching call for 2 hours, I get drained out. If I work for 2 hours scripting something out, I get drained out. That I'm done for the day. If that's the case, how can Fuzzle take massive actions? I was just not able to connect these two. Like I am working and I'm working hard, but I've got no more energy to do. I've got no more energy to take next 12 hours, even next 10 hours of the day. I was like being lost all the time. I was like, how do even people say taking massive actions? How do you take massive actions? Take massive actions. You'll get so many things done, stuff like that. But then it was never a cup of my tea. And then I kind of went back, thought about this, and brought this into 5 steps. Like, okay, to go there, to take massive actions, which is the goal, because you'll be able to get so many things done. But again, there is a journey that you have to go through to take a massive thing. You cannot just go and give a PhD exam. You cannot just give maths exam in PhD, probably PhD exam of maths. You cannot just go ahead and do that. You have to know what 1 is, 2 is, 3 is, what addition is, what subtraction is, what a board mass is, and why do people take so many watermelons from the shops, like taking 50 watermelons and 50 kgs of tomatoes and bananas, and you do all sorts of things. You do board mass, then you jump into cos theta, sin theta, the stuff. I have studied till 10th when it comes to maths. So I know till cos theta. I just know names. I don't even know formulas. Then accounts was my subject. So you cannot just go and give a PhD exam in maths. You have to come through the journey. You just cannot take massive actions. You have to go through journey for that one. And in this particular video, I've kind of divided the whole segment into how can you take 5 steps that will help you take massive actions for an introvert entrepreneur. Being introvert in itself is like, we don't even want to do stuff. We are so lazy. We don't want to interact with people, don't want to talk to people, want to procrastinate all the time and stuff like that. That has always been me. It won't be you, but then that's always been me. And the quote that I always loved is be the witness of your own massive success. I was like, dude, this massive word is so massive. I'm not able to digest it, but then I kind of love this question. Like, be the witness of your own massive success. How do you have a massive success? You get a massive success when you take massive actions. How do I take massive actions? I get so overwhelmed with thinking like, okay, I have to do 10 minutes of workout. I'm getting overwhelmed already. How do I do things? I want to talk to people. I'm getting already overwhelmed. It's like I want to do like 2 1-to-ones for the day. Already overwhelmed. I want to do a session for a community. Already overwhelmed. I have to start scripting a new course. Already overwhelmed. Different ballgame altogether. It's like, okay, massive actions, massive success. How do you go all the way till there? We want to make money. We want to make an impact. Like you want to go there, massive success. You want to make money. How? So this particular video, we are already 4 minutes down, and we are going to dive down into 5 simple steps. Simple. Literally, there's no disclaimer to this one. It's literally simple steps. Got it? You first have to start with the baby steps. It's going to be a funny video. You are first going to start with baby steps. We all heard baby steps. Baby step back when I got COVID. What was this one single baby step I had to take? I had to just open my system, go to a YouTube channel, search. Okay, those days I was learning about advertisements. Like how do you run advertisements for beginners? With that video, open a mind map or something. That was just one step. Like just learn things. That was just my intentions. Like the only baby step that time I was take. Watch, learn, watch, learn, watch, learn. Only that one thing was my baby step. That was all. So your baby steps can be small thing. Just open a brand new page on your book and put a date of today. Okay, what's that one thing that you're going to do? Okay, I am going to brainstorm one fourth of the course. Just brainstorm, not scripting, not structuring, just one fourth of it. Okay, myths, mistakes, statistics. What are the mistakes people do when they start calligraphy? What are the mistakes people do when they start cooking? What are the mistakes that people do when they start getting when they want to study fashion designing or something like that? So, baby step, one small little step. You break 10 steps into one small step, break that one step into 10 different micro bits, and then you just take that one small little step. That's a baby step. We all know that. We all start there. That never gets us overwhelmed because it's like, Arey, ye karna bas. I'll just do this one small little thing, done for the day. But if you see an analogy over here, a baby isn't anywhere for 90 years. The baby grows. So shall your baby steps will be growing. Make sense? So your baby steps, in my terminology, a baby steps. Now the baby is now growing into being a kid now. Kid, kid, not CID, KID. Now the baby is now becoming a kid. Now baby started to walk and run and play and fall and start talking. So now the baby isn't baby. The baby is not crawling anymore. So your steps that you were taking, like point one, you shouldn't be taking those steps. Now you have to graduate to taking kid steps, KID, kid steps. Now you not graduate and you take like 10 steps now. Instead of one, you take 10 steps for the day. Then that kid isn't kid anymore. Now that kid is grown to be a teenager, a rebellious teenager. Probably not. Depends. Now, the baby now has got consciousness, actively asking things, actively curious of so many things and exploring things and venturing things out. So even your baby step isn't a baby step anymore. Now it's grown to be a teenage step. Now this is the place where you go ask for help. This is the place where you actually get more things done than the baby. Actually, you cannot stay there. You can never stick with baby steps because it's just not practical. You'll get bored very easily. The interest will start fading away. You will not have that fire within you. So just to keep that fire, you keep on building the momentum. You start with 10 minutes, you upgrade it to 15, then 20, then 15, then 60, then 90, then 2 hours, then 3 hours. You keep on graduating yourself even in steps. Then the teenager becomes a youth, becoming more mature. The more you work on your skill, the more you take steps, the mature you get. The muscle memory is growing. You cannot just be writing things and just visualizing goals and visualizing dreams and thinking about an idea. Okay, that is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. But what you're doing a baby step. It just doesn't work. You cannot be just planning so many things and taking baby steps. You will have to someday graduate. Again, graduating isn't easy. Life takes over. Totally agree to that. But then you need to make a conscious effort. 2021, I used to do workouts 10 minutes and I had a goal of getting 6-pack abs. But in the month of January 2022, I said the same thing to one of my close friends, members. And she said, Fazal, are you going to get 6-pack abs with just doing 10 minutes of workout? I was like, yes. When the call was done, I was like, no, I cannot get like that. I need to work more. I need to upgrade what I'm doing. 10 minutes is not easy. It's not enough. Now I have an experience of 10 minutes for the whole year. Done. The goal that I have, this 10 minutes is not going to take me there. What I'll do is I'll upgrade 10 minutes into 15 minutes, into 25 minutes, into 35 minutes, into 55 minutes, and so on and so forth. And being more conscious of what I eat, how I eat, what goes into me, like when do I sleep, how much workout should I do, how much workout I shouldn't do, so that next day's workout is kind of getting messed up or something like that. So this is how all it works. You graduate from one place where you are to keep on graduating. Then the youth becomes an adult, way mature. Not more than mature, you are also experienced. Now, based on that experience, you take systematic, organized. You know the consequences. If you don't take this particular step, what is going to happen? If you take this step, what's going to happen? You start judging yourself like that is better for me, that is not better for me. You have boundaries, stuff like that. That is what is going to These 5 steps: baby, kid, teenage, youth, adult. Now, when you take all these things, go through that journey, graduate kind of slowly and steadily, that's where you go and get into taking massive actions. When you start taking those massive actions, is now when you start getting massive success, massive results, massive rewards. You cannot be just thinking, okay, I want to take massive, I want to get six-pack abs, I want to hit like so and so number of XYZ income, I want to travel like 10 places. My goal is to travel 5 different countries in a specific year, but then that is a massive success. That can be a massive goal. But I cannot start running the engine and still keep on running and working so hard. No, I cannot do that. Too over for it. Not that capacity. I don't have that capacity. Though I have potential, I cannot do that because I have no practice of doing things. Start small. Keep on graduating. The better you graduate, the more you graduate. Eventually, you are going to graduate. Like this is like you cannot take baby steps all the time. So that's how you take massive actions which will generate you massive results, rewards, success, and stuff like that. That being said, that is a wrap of this particular video. Thank you so much for being a part of this particular video. This is like a funny video that I made, but it is going to be very beneficial for you once you understand this particular concept. Thank you so much for being a part of this particular video, and I shall see you in another video.
تنحى يا حزن واهجر فؤادا توكل بجد بعزم فصيح.